Hey everyone, welcome back to Legends of Podcasting. I'm Stuart,
I'm Rob.
And I'm Liam.
and Zack Snyder gave us the greatest Valentine's Day present ever. We got a new trailer for Justice League, people, and I'm super pumped for this. You notice Ross isn't with us. Ross doesn't want to watch this trailer because he is so excited for this film. He doesn't want to be spoiled on anything
Yeah, I
else.
know. He's always been turned
Yeah.
off about trailers ever
So-
since the end
Yeah.
of Avengers was spoiled in a trailer.
Yeah.
So he's always been a bit
Yeah.
wary. And given how I think out of the four of us, maybe he's the most excited. Maybe you, Stu. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so. Yeah, we're still trying to. We're like got our fingers crossed. The lockdown's going to be over by the 18th of March, so we can actually sit down together in the same room and watch this. Because otherwise, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Because it should really be in a cinema, a massive event. But yeah, we've got over 2 minute trailer of this 4 hour movie spectacular thing that Zack Snyder's put together. That's like just over a month away. So I mean, I'm very excited. I think we should
Very
just watch.
excited.
Yeah.
Watch it, scream about it, and then talk about all the crazy stuff that's probably going to be in this trailer. Yeah, let's do it, guys. And guys, don't forget we've got a Patreon set of this channel. So if you want to see the full reactions of the shows that we react to, come over there, come support the channel, and head over to Patreon. Cool.
Okay.
Is he?
This is from BBS,
Something-
right?
him?
BBS. That's the end of BBS, isn't it?
That's when he dies.
Okay.
Oh, Lex.
Out in the dark, among the stars.
Oh, wow, is that going to be his like a shockwave?
Oh wow.
What's,
Oh, that's after he steals the box, isn't it?
oh, is that where the
Steer it.
box was being kept? The mother box thing. Ooh, more
Ooh.
nightmare. Oh, look at that! Oh,
Oh god.
oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Oh, holy shit.
This world will fall.
Oh my god. That's when he's taking the box again.
Warriors. I'm building an alliance.
I got so many goosebumps right now. It's ridiculous. Oh,
Oh,
look at that!
bit better CGI.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If
Okay.
you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
Nice. Oh man,
You're sent here for a reason.
it's just so quick. Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh, we're going to get that flash scene in this.
Yeah.
Finally.
Back at last. Oh yeah, go on, Batman.
Reason is
Oh, that's so. Oh, beautiful.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It just looks so beautiful. Oh,
Oh, wow. Okay.
it has to.
Anything afterwards?
We
Anything
live
afterwards?
in a
Oh,
society where honor
the Joker.
isn't memory.
He's wearing his SWAT jacket.
Isn't that right,
That's Cyborg in the background as well.
Batman?
Okay.
Isn't that right, Batman?
Nice.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay, right. Let me just compose because there's so much in that trailer. Okay, the Joker's at the end. That's pretty cool. I mean, we spoke about that
Yeah.
in the rumors, right, a few weeks ago. That
Yeah.
he was going to be in the
So
future
he's in
scene.
the future scene. Yeah.
Looks like those
He's
rumors
got
are
a
true.
SWAT jacket on.
Well,
Well,
in the rumors, it said that he was like, on Batman's team in the future, and also he had like a sort of jacket with medals on, like cop badges as like trophies or something. So no, I guess that we didn't get to see the front of it, but I mean, he did have like the SWAT jacket on as he left Suicide Squad. I'm assuming it's not the same one, but that's pretty cool.
Oh,
no, he's
maybe.
obviously-
I'm really interested. Yeah, I'm really interested with this Joker thing because it was the one thing that I got spoiled for me in this trailer because it was just everywhere on social media. Even though I turned it on, I was like, "Oh God, turn off!" And everyone's really excited for him. But I mean, I liked Jared Leto as the Joker.
Nah.
Right? I'm one of the few that did. But now it seems like everyone's excited for him coming into this movie. I'm like, but if you all hate him, why are you excited? I'm a bit confused about that.
I mean, we're just excited to have what it comes down to. It's tying in more things into it. and we're getting more characters appearing in the movie. We know that there's going to be more than just him, because from what they've said, there's going to be a bunch of surprises. So
it looks like, just going from what I saw in the trailer there, you've got a lot of scenes we didn't see originally that look like back story. That obviously we had the stuff with one of the problems with BVS was we got the setup for all of the Justice League and none of the actual setup. They just arrived on the screen in the version we got, and it looks like you get the Flash's backstory. There's a bit more of Cyborg in there as well, so you see a lot more of Ray Fisher's Cyborg in this.
Yeah, and I know there was loads of, I think it was in the original trailer, or maybe a few deleted scenes. So there's him as like the football player, and all the stuff before he's actually Cyborg that obviously got cut out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's 4 hours. There was a few scenes in there that obviously were in the original, like the bit where Steppenwolf takes the box from Themyscira.
Yeah,
it looks a bit more hardcore, like with the fighting.
Well,
and also looks like
they've gone to town on the CGI there quite a bit to add in lightning effects and put the new Steppenwolf CGI model on top of the old one.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember him like the horse coming past him and just smashing someone off the horse with a hammer or his axe. Pretty cool. And also the bit it looks like the sewer fight, like the underground sewer sort of fight, is going to be there as well. Again, that looked better just from the scenes there. It just looked like there was a lot more intense action. I've just gone to like 46 seconds in where you saw Darkseid, because there was two people either side of him, and I was just triple checking who the person on his left is. On our right. That looks very much like Granny Goodness.
Now, we talked about this in our podcast.
Would make sense,
didn't we? About whether we might see Big Barda and the Furies come out of this into something new. Learn to speak. I'm too excited.
Oh man, yeah. But one Darkseid looks freaking awesome.
Absolutely.
There. And you've got Granny Goodness the other side, and what's his name? Not Descard. What's his name?
Desard. Right hand man. Yeah,
the other side. I mean, that looks. I mean, God knows what that scene's going to be, but that looks insane. All the parademons either side of him. That looks absolutely amazing.
Looks fantastic.
Oh, you even got stuff that we didn't see before, and I don't remember seeing it in Justice League, but you had the image on the Themysciran wall of Darkseid.
That's new. And I mean, the other bit that got me well excited was about 128 in, which is that black suit of Superman with that silver S. It looks great. That looks really cool.
At 47 seconds, immediately after the bit that you were looking at just now, it looks like someone is coming out of kind of a monolithic kind of thing, and Steppenwolf's kneeling down in front of him.
Oh yeah,
I think that's Darkseid coming through.
Darkseid. Or it could be him. It could be him talking to him or something, saying like how are things going on Earth. It looks like the place at the end of the movie.
It does. It absolutely looks like what we got at the end of the Joss Whedon Justice League, but guessing is probably halfway on this one.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like you can see one of the boxes in that sort of stone by the looks of it, like halfway down. So maybe, but obviously worship and all the parademons as well. There's freaking loads of them.
So in terms of the actual overall story structure based upon what we've seen so far, do you think it's going to be massively different, or are we just looking at essentially the same thing with a lot more extended scenes and a lot more stuff?
I think
put back
massively
in?
Different.
Yeah?
I think we're going to see there's going to be a lot of similar, because I mean, the old one was made out of Zack Snyder's stuff, and then they just they reworked the story. So I think there's going to be a lot of stuff from that original movie, but from the Joss Whedon version of it. But I think the story is going to have to be different, because we actually go to the post-apocalyptic future. So we have the world go to hell. And then Flash need to come back in time, which we get a little glimpse of what I think is that moment in the trailer. I'll see if I can find where that moment was. But we're in the
Speed Force.
We're in the future, and I think you then saw him start to run. And
there's a bit where he's running about 137. See, I didn't get that. I in my head, how it's going to work. I think it's going to be the same overriding story. So, but there's going to be obviously a lot more filler in between. And I think the nightmare bit of the future with like him and the Joker and stuff is going to be him still having those visions of the future.
Okay, so you think that that's only going to be visions? You don't think that's actually going to happen?
Yeah, I reckon that's going to be visions still, and there's more of them and become more intense.
You don't
And
think it's
then-
going to start with maybe? Obviously, we saw the start of the trailer focuses on Superman's death at the end of BVS, and then a
Yeah.
huge shockwave. So you don't think it's
That
going to
was-
start
that was
with
quite cool.
the world continuing without him, but him not being resurrected, the invasion causing the nightmare future, and then them using Flash to go back in time and change it? Do you think that might be where they go?
I mean, I like that idea as well. So
That's what I think, is that
But then-
everything's going to go bad and it's going to be all hell breaks loose on Earth, and then Flash needs to go back and give that message to Bruce so that they can stop that future from happening.
But in the future, Superman's alive and evil because you see him break. Well, like heat
Yeah.
vision.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
then wasn't there the old the rumors that apparently in the original version of the script, which we'll find out if that was right, was that Lex Luthor actually is the one that resurrects Superman.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
true.
That would be better.
I remember
a better
hearing
character
that
arc
he
for
was
him,
the
but-
one who. So it's the bad guys end up bringing back Superman from the dead, and he has no memory, like he's all screwed up and confused. So then that could help create that bad future, which they need to do. So that's where I am. I don't think the future is going to stay as visions. I think that future, you're going to see it actually happen, and then Barry need to mess around with time because that's what he does. And that will fix things. That's where I think it's going.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
But that moment that I'd said, which was at 1:37, I've paused it right as what I think is the future, post-apocalyptic future, and it's hard to tell because he's very blurry. I tried to pause it. He doesn't look like he's got the extra gear on, because when he jumps through Bruce's TV screen,
he's got like armor. He's like,
yeah.
he's
like a
got
beard
more.
and stuff,
Yeah,
isn't he?
and it doesn't. It's really hard to tell because you can't get a good freeze frame, but it doesn't look like he has that. So maybe that's not the same moment.
Okay. So at like 1:14, because I was like, why is there a picture of Pa Kent? But if you actually look behind it, it's Superman getting put into the liquid.
Oh yeah.
So I'm guessing that photo was in his coffin with him. Wouldn't make sense, I guess.
That would make sense. Yeah.
That's interesting because you never actually saw him get put in properly in the original.
Yeah. So he's getting.
But who's putting him in? Like you say, is it Lex
Yeah.
and whoever else?
I don't know if they differ too much from the original story where they realise they need to get Superman back and it's the Justice League that do it, maybe. But we've got the black suit cropping up at the end of that trailer. So that's going to be interesting.
Well, would they resurrect him the same way, using a mother box,
this is the
or
question,
are
isn't
we
it?
going to do a
Because
Lazarus pit or something?
I always hate in comic book tropes when they do he came back but he's come back evil and we've got to fight him, which is why that scene in the first Justice League film, the original one we saw in the cinema, where they all gang up with him at the memorial wall. It's like, oh, this is so boring, just move on, I don't want to see this anymore. But there was always that scene we saw in the original trailers that wasn't in the film, and it appears to be in this one, where he shows up at the Batcave with Alfred.
Yeah, but he's in his black. I've seen a clip of that.
In his black suit, yeah.
Yeah, but you see the deleted scene where he goes back to like the spaceship. I guess once he's been resurrected to find another suit, and obviously the blue one's not there, and so there's a choice between this black one and something else. He chooses the black one. So maybe that's, I don't know. I don't know why everyone thinks just because it's a black suit it means he's evil. I mean, I'm not too sure. But
I'm not saying it's because he's black because he's evil.
No. I don't mean you. I mean, other people are like, well, he's in a black suit. He's going to be evil. I'm like, is he though? Like, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, the black suit doesn't mean evil. It just means
Exactly.
that's what he was in as he was like, body was repairing itself.
I mean, the classic comic,
Exactly.
the Death and Return of Superman, it was because it was some kind of solar collector, wasn't it? The suit itself that helped,
exactly.
which is why he came out in the black suit. And then by the end of that story arc, he'd returned to the blue suit with a glorious mullet.
Glorious.
Yeah.
And that's when
that was cool.
That's when I proper started reading Superman comics. So my default memery of him is a mullet.
It's mullet Superman. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. That's the sort of age of when I started watching it. There's that awesome scene in the black suit where he sort of flies and does that heat vision. Looks awesome as well.
Just towards the end of the trailer. I don't know about you guys. I'm after seeing this and seeing the Hallelujah trailer and all the talk they're doing around it. It's certainly looking like it's going to be a different animal than we got back in the cinema.
Oh, massively.
Yeah.
Well, you've got an extra 2 hours something into a movie, even if the movie was exactly Joss Whedon's cut, you just add 2.5 hours into it. That's a new movie anyway, so it's like it's going to be a lot different. But there's a cool scene at 1:31, which is Batman standing on some sort of tank, which looks awesome as well. But I mean, in my head
as long as it's not Cheryl driving it, you'll be fine.
God damn it, Cheryl! I want a squad of like 4 guys, 1 woman, and then another squad, same gender ratio. I love Harley Quinn. I love her so much. But yeah, I mean, in my head, I'd be happy with the same overarching story, but just with an extra 2 hours, whatever, pumped in of like more the future, more like the stuff that actually happens just as more.
My hope is that they use this extra time and this extra footage to coalesce the story a little better. It was a bit all over the place in the first film. Well, that's obviously the result of them having to have half of what was shot with Zack Snyder and then having to bring Joss Whedon in at the last minute and having to wrap everything around that due to the tragedy in Zack's family. But,
in my head, that's what this film's always going to be. I mean, I'd love it, Liam, if it was like halfway through the film is when the first one sort of ends, and then they go to Apocalypse. Oh, the whole world gets screwed up. Then they have to go to Apocalypse, fight Darkseid. Then the whole time travel thing happens. But I don't think that means they would have had to do a lot of extra filming, because I think that was meant to be the second or third movie. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that it's basically the first half of it is essentially the Joss Whedon cut, but with all the bits changed or not, and then it's different afterwards. I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to be very different. I think that we're going to see a lot of things are going to be changed. So it's not going to be just a case of like you got that half and then you got the other half. I think we're in for just a very different thing. I think that we're going to see the future happen. I think we're going to see that happen earlier on in the film, and then it's going to be about how do we go back and change this. And
the going back and change it is basically the Whedon cut, but obviously, the story of the Whedon cut, but Zack Snyder's way.
Yeah, but then the Whedon cut ends. The finale on that's a fight with Steppenwolf, and if we've brought Darkseid into this, you're not going to then go like we've got Steppenwolf, other people, Darkseid. We got rid of Darkseid. Now it's going to be a finale with Steppenwolf. Like the finale has to be against Darkseid, surely. Because it's not like you're going to go like, we're fighting, we've got Darth Vader, and now forget him, we're going to fight a stormtrooper.
I mean, or do you save Darkseid for later?
No, I think they're going to go with because if you think about what they had shot and what they didn't have shot in the original cut, the fight, like you say, the fight ends with them fighting Steppenwolf in that weird bubble thing in the middle of Europe.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing from a few shots in this trailer, it's possible that that's sort of the mid-fight where they take Steppenwolf out and then he returns back to Apocalypse to, I'm sorry I failed, Master. It's like, fine, I'll do it myself kind of thing. But that might not have been shot before the Justice League, which is why Steppenwolf is the final villain. And a lot of these newer scenes or some of the reshoots they've done might have been moving CGI around the background. We'll be adding this Darkseid plot to the film.
Okay, so we can see at 47 seconds. Oh no, that's where we're at the end bit. And you see Steppenwolf like drop into his knees. I was wondering if that was him then explaining to Darkseid that he had failed, and then that's so I wonder if that's what that is there.
I don't know. Either way, I'm excited. What about you guys?
I love the look.
Looks rubbish.
I've got them all right here. I love the look of all the characters and like the whole design of this.
Well,
I know everyone hates it. The DC universe, and the fact that it's got like an extra. I didn't think we were going to see any more of it because it was over, and the fact we're now getting an extra 4-hour movie of it, I'm just beyond excited. I cannot wait. And the way they're going very in depth with so much stuff is I can't wait. I'm very excited.
Cool.
Yeah, and for something which is a direct-to-TV movie, by all accounts, having such amazing special effects on this now. Like, this is so far superior to what we got in the theatrical cut. So it looks amazing. So I'm really excited. 4 hours. Gonna need to get the coffee pot going.
Yeah, insert a catheter. You'll be fine.
With any luck, lockdown in the UK might have eased by the time this is out on the 18th of March, and the three of us, maybe Liam, if we can get you in via remote, but the three of us on the channel might be able to do a reaction watch together. But we'll have to see how that pans out.
We'll see. I don't know whether a reaction watch or definitely a review of our thoughts, and it's going to be a hell of a long review.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't know if we could sit. I don't know. I kind of want to sit down and enjoy it rather than worry about being on.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just sit down, enjoy it, and then talk immediately afterwards. Yeah,
for hours. Because I'm not going to be able to sleep, so we're going to have to watch this, and then I'm not going to be able to sleep for like a day, so I'm going to just talk about it the whole time. So absolutely fine. Let's do it. Cool. So, guys, that was the trailer for Justice League Zack Snyder Cut. It's the final one. We've got a month to go, just over, before the film comes out. What do you think of this trailer? Are you excited? What is the exciting bits of this trailer for you? Love to know your thoughts. Don't forget, we've got a Patreon set up for all our reaction videos. Come over and you can watch full reactions there. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Come and follow us. Links will be in the description below. And we'll see you for a big review on this film. And we've also got Lois and Superman show, The Flash, and Falcon Winter Soldier coming up very soon. So we'll be doing reactions for them, and we'll see you very soon.
Cool.